Blackstone Audio presents The Spoken Word, a Moroni Traveler novel by R. Irvine. This book is read by Jeffrey Kafer. To Ruth Cavan. Women may pray, testify, speak in tongues, and prophesy in the church, when liberty is given by the elders, but not for the instruction of the elders in their duties. Women may vote in the church and yet keep silence. It is their privilege to make and mend, and wash and cook for the saints, and lodge strangers and wash the saints' feet. Parley P. Pratt, Mormon apostle murdered by the legal husband of his 12th wife. 1. The phone rang a second time as Moroni Traveler jerked awake. 2:25 a.m. glowed from the clock face. It was the dead of night. Only bad news came so late. Heart pounding, he groped in the dark for the phone. His father Martin had gone out with a new lady friend last night, and Traveler hadn't heard him come home. He pulled the receiver against his ear. "Yes? Is that you, Moroni?" The distraught voice belonged to his lifelong friend, Willis Tanner. Traveler swung his legs out of bed. Ice-cold linoleum shocked his feet. He should never have let his father go out in a rainstorm. "What's wrong, Willis?" I don't know how to say this." Traveler stood on shaky knees. "I don't like doing this, Moroni. I hope you understand that, but I don't have any choice." The bedroom light snapped on. "For Christ's sake," Martin said from the doorway. "Who the hell's calling at this time of night?" Traveler sagged back onto the bed. The breath he'd been holding leaked away. "Well?" his father demanded. "It's Willis, Dad. You ought to have more sense than to disturb an old man's rest at this time of night. Hang up on him." Martin was still fully dressed. "Don't hang up!" Tanner shouted. Traveler yanked the phone away from his ear. "The first time I laid eyes on that boy," Martin went on, "I knew he'd come to a bad end." "Moroni!" Traveler hollered. "This is an emergency," Martin said. "How many times have I told you? Never get involved with the church hierarchy, and that includes the likes of Willis Tanner." Traveler held the phone out so his father could hear. "Please," Tanner begged. "I need help." "Hang up before it's too late," Martin said. "Don't listen to him," Tanner cried. "Do you hear me, Mo?" "There's no need to shout, Willis." Martin pointed a finger at his son. "Whatever you do, don't get me involved in it." "You owe me," Tanner said. Shaking his head, Martin backed out of the bedroom and closed the door behind him. Traveler sighed and brought the phone closer to his ear.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?